No child comes into this world with a manual that reads, "This is how to raise me." And so every parent tries to raise their children the best way they know. Do they make mistake? Hell yes, like every other human being. Are they perfect? Hell no. Some parent-children relationships are broken because the parents and the children are at loss on what to do. And it becomes even worse when the child grows to become a teenager. And so today I will be sharing few tips and ways on how to strengthen or improve the parent-child relationship. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Adoma, and like I said earlier, today I will be sharing some tips on how to improve, strengthen the parent-teenager relationship. Don't forget to smash the like button and considering subscribing to my YouTube channel. And let's get started. Number one, getting rid of your electronic devices when you interact. Some families have the family table where they come to eat, maybe for dinner or for lunch, let's say dinner. And some parents or some teenagers are in the habit of always handling their cell phone, mobile devices, even when they are on the table. When you're on the table to eat, please drop off your mobile devices. It doesn't make sense that you're there eating and then you are, sending an email or you're playing a game or, when you're interacting with your father or your mother, take away your devices. And if you're interacting with your children, please, you can't be watching the TV and then at the same time talking to your child. The child will feel like, are you attending to me or you're watching your TV? So turn off your electronic devices when interacting. Number two, create ways to spend time with each other, one-on-one time with each other. As your children grow up, especially when they become teenagers, they want to dissociate from the parent. They're trying to find themselves, and so they spend more time with their friends, with their peers, and they spend less time with their parents. And this can put a strain in your relationship. Have more activities together. You could make dinner together. You could go shopping together. You could take a walk together. For example, as a teenager, when your parents come back from work, you could like, "Oh, mommy, let me massage your feet." And that atmosphere of mommy just there and you massaging mommy's feet is you're having your time. And in that moment, you can talk about, heartfelt things, talk about deep things that trouble you. These are ways that you can, strengthen and improve your relationship. Number three, listening to understand and not to respond or to react. I think it's a default thing for human beings that most times we just listen to respond, especially even when you're typing. I see that people you just read to respond. You don't read to understand. You don't listen to understand. So to improve that relationship between you and your teenager, between you and your parent, you need to listen to understand what the person is saying, not just listening to reply back. Sometimes I used to be guilty of that. Yeah, all of us are guilty of that in movies. So let's make adjustment. Another way of improving the parent to teenager relationship is encouraging emotions instead of shutting them off. When your child is when your child is trying to express themselves, do not shut them off. Do not say, "You complain a lot, you talk too much," or your child is trying to tell you something that happens in school, and then you're like, "Are you the only one?" Allow them. They have emotions. They are entitled to their emotions. Everyone is entitled to emotions. So encourage your children to show their emotions. Another way to improve the parent-child relationship is to respect boundaries. I know this could be hard for parents, that your little baby that used to wash the bum, you used to cuddle is now a big boy. I'm like, "Mom, please give me my space." It could be very difficult for parents. But learn to respect your children's boundary. Before you could just walk into the room, but now Mom, please, can you knock? Please knock. And you teenagers, when you were little, you could just crawl into mommy's bed and just cuddle. But now, I think you need to knock. So respect each other's boundary. Respect your children. Respect their views. Sometimes teenagers feel like their parents don't listen, don't even respect them. They just feel like the parents make all the decisions for them. And sometimes parents feel like the teenagers are still babies, they're still children, they don't know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They are also thinking, they can think. So respect your children, respect boundaries. Another way to improve the parent-child relationship is to catch your child doing something right, or encourage your children. Most times for human beings, we are quick to remember the negative things that people do. We are quick to remember the bad things people do. We don't tend to remember the good things they do. So always catch your child doing right. When your child is doing right, compliment them. Oh, you did this. Compliment them when they do it, and you don't always go all up in their face about the wrong things they do. Catch them doing right. Two things that could strengthen the parent and child relationship is to know the likes and dislikes of the parents. Teenagers, know what your parents like. Growing up for me, I remember my father used to like the house tidied, and so we tend to keep the house very clean for him. And I remember, growing up, sometimes an item will be in a place where it's not supposed to be, and I will see that item and I wouldn't move it because I wasn't the one who dropped it. And then he'll return and say, I met this thing here some minutes ago. Why is this still here? Why didn't you pick it? And you'll be like, I was not the one that dropped it. And he'll be like, but that's not the right position. Take it to the right position. He liked things being tidy. He liked things being put in the right place. Know the likes and dislikes of your parents, and try to do what they like. And once your father or your mother sees that you're making an effort to do something they like, it kind of sweetens the relationship with them. Don't you think so? Another way to strengthen the parent and teenager relationship is to teach your parents something new. We are in the jet age, we are in the social media age, and some parents do not know how to use the social media. They don't even know how to use their phones. They don't know how to use the WhatsApp story, the Instagram, the Facebook. So you could teach your mother, teach your father how to use the phone. And when you assume the role of a teacher, you learn to be patient, isn't it? And so when you learn to be patient, you kind of see what your parents sometimes feel when they are trying to teach you something. So teach your parents something, and that is a way to you're bonding. When you teach your parents something new, you feel the joy of contributing to the progress of an individual. Another way to strengthen the parent and child relationship is to do what you have to do. Most times as young people, as teenagers, we know what we are supposed to do, but we don't do it. You come back from school, you're supposed to take off your uniform, maybe just go to the bathroom, take a shower, and do your assignment, do your homework. You're supposed to do that. But instead, you go into your room, and as soon as you come back from school, you take up your phone and you play games till it's time to go to bed. For God's sake. Why would you do that? And when you do things like this, it kind of cause a friction, and then your parents tend to get agitated. To stop that, why not do what you have to do, and everybody smile and everybody's at peace with each other. Another way to improve the parent and child relationship is to stay out of the way. Sometimes parents get tense, get agitated, and when you notice that your parent is in a foul mood, the best thing is to leave that area. That's not the time to go on like mommy, daddy. The best thing is to leave that area. And even if your name comes up in the conversation, just know it's not about you. At that point, your father or your mother is just feeling some heat, and they want to give out some steam. So don't think it's about you. The best thing to do is leave the area. You would also give them a glass of water to cool off. So please stay out of the way when you see that your parents are in a foul mood. your silence and your glass of water could be a calming effect. You can't choose your parents, neither can you choose your children. And so we have to find a way to have a harmonious or a melodious relationship. Yes. Did any of these points make sense to you? Did it strike home for you? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And if other topics you want me to talk about, please also leave them in the comment section. And this is me signing out. Till I come your way next time, keep living intentional. Bye for now. Okay.